Hello, everybody. Welcome. Start. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the chat. And you join here in a little bit. Now. I was worried that there wasn't going to be a shot in the frame. Would you mind pulling up and being in the frame? So there's like, so you can see some forward and then over this way a little bit more. You want to, Brianna? Here? Yeah. Is your cute bed? Yep. Really?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi might be really bad. I'm gonna get off.
Okay. Okay. Hey, online people. Welcome. We're just working out a couple of things with the tech stuff and getting everybody settled. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat and we'll respond. And also just go ahead and let us know if you have any pain today, any injuries, put them in the chat and I'll keep that in mind and address it for you. All right, thank you so much for being here. We'll get started shortly. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? So I'm going to get the class started. So how are you going to do your moderating thing?
The chat has been disabled.
Oh. Can you put it back on?
I don't know if I can. Once it's live, I'm not sure. It was beforehand.
So, haha, the chat is actually disabled right now. So we don't know how to turn it back on, but feel free to Facebook me. And then, you know, if you're new to yoga, then just please take really good care of yourself. You're always welcome to rest and breathe. So that's what we're going to start with today is the breath, right? So get on your yoga mat, start breathing deep, and here we go. All right, y'all. So come on to your mat. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Oh, I love you guys. Yay! So I just want to do a quick check-in if anybody has pain or injuries to confess. We already checked in. How are you feeling? Good? Okay. Do you have anything going on? Okay, right on. Hey, yoga in motion. How are you feeling? Cool. How's your leg? Yeah? Good? Good? Okay. We talked a little bit. How do you feel, PT? Okay, good. Right on. Yeah, you can also double up mats if you like to. So, hey, Fioli, would you mind closing the doors, love? Thanks. All right, so we're starting with the breath. And this is the foundation of the practice, really, is breathing. So even if you feel like you want to drop out of a pose or whatever, that's okay, but stay with the breath. It's like beginning and advanced, so breathe deeply. So we'll start with Ujjayi breathing. So you can just come into a comfortable seat if you want to sit on your butt or on your feet. That's all good. And get your sit bones even on the floor if you're sitting on the ground. Lift the chest up. You want to have good structure for your breath. So Ujjayi breath. It kind of sounds like Darth Vader or waves. So it's the same muscles that you use when you fog a mirror. So the way you access this is you just go ahead and close your eyes. So you're feeling and listening. And you're going to go in and out through the nose, just gently dragging the breath through the throat. So it's just like a little hug. You just imagine you're fogging up your lungs. On the exhale, fogging out the nose. Observing a little pause between the inhales and the exhale. So this is a practice in itself. Keep breathing as I speak. And it's a cultivation. So, your breath today is going to be different from your breath tomorrow, but you stay with where you are and let yourself expand from there. So scan through your body as you continue to breathe. And just check in with what sensations are here with you. Change your mic. I feel like this isn't working. Just sensations, warm, cool, tight, spacious. Sparkly, I call sensation. And we're going to look for one spot that you're going to focus your intention on today to just extra breath, to observe the effects of your practice today. So pick that. It could be anything. It could be just a spot that needs a little extra love, or maybe it's an injury. Feeling your breath. Pick that spot. Put your hands on it. Put your hands on the spot you're going to work with today. And start turning your focus and your breath to this area. So this is a cultivation too. You may not feel like you're getting it in there yet, but just start to surround this area with your breath. Take two more in there. Feel. All right, keep breathing deep and come on to hands and knees. And so the goal is to stay with this breath practice throughout the entire class, even if you're not, doing exactly what, the rest of us are doing. So right now, tune in with that breath and let yourself be heard. Get the wrists right underneath your shoulders and spread fingers wide. Spread toenails into the floor. So we're going to flow through two poses called cow and cat with the breath. So cow is you're going to descend the belly, take an inhale and pull chest
forward. Little lift of the gaze. And then exhale, round the spine out. Put the head down and hug the belly up. That's cat. Inhale, open up for cow. Exhale to round, cat pose. And keep going on the inhales. Imagine filling up the belly, spreading the ribs. And on the exhales, you round and get empty and release the weight of the head. So keep going. Inhale. Exhale around. Listen for your breath. Inhale. And you can go ahead and close your eyes to look inside. Knees as long as your hips, and then cross your ankles here. You can move wider. So you can keep flowing through these two simple poses. Or if you'd like, you can try freestyling on your movement. So then you're gonna just see what else feels good in your body. So then you're already doing it. And it could be, you know, big movements, or it could be really subtle. Get really curious here. And keep connecting your breath with your experience. Keep creating that sound of the breath. There's so much wisdom in our bodies. And the practice of listening to the body is about feeling and breathing. So let's go 3 more deep breath cycles, going through cat-cow or your freestyle invention of your practice here. Maybe free up your breath a little more. And then come on back to neutral. And coming into child's pose. So take your knees wider than your hips. Maybe big toes to touch, but if that isn't feeling good for you, that's okay. You're just gonna sit back nice and easy. Stretch the arms forward and bring your head all. Breathing Ujjayi. And sometimes you might even go for an exhale out the mouth. That can be a really good way to release if you're feeling like some pressure buildups. Just go. Okay, ease on up and come to a seat. Keep breathing, even as you're transitioning. Seated spinal twist. So turn this a cross-legged position, and you could just, let's bring your non-habitual foot in front or on top. Get the sit bones even on the floor, and press down to the sit bones. So you're gonna kind of push the low back forward a little bit, and then lift the ribs up. Take your right fingertips behind you a little bit. Inhale, lift up through the left arm. And then exhale, bring the hand to the knee. Inhale, lift chest up. Hug low belly in, exhale, twist deeper. So here's the formula for twist. As you inhale, lift. Exhale, keep that lift, or maybe go a little deeper. And just really keep exploring your edges. There's no need to force anything. You have your chin in line with chest here, so you have a neutral neck. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, hug belly button spine. Let's do one more deep breath cycle. And then gently release that to the other side. Left fingertips behind you. Inhale, lift up. Chest up. Exhale, come into twist. Exhale, belly in. Maybe go deeper or just keep your left. So breathe deep. Feel your ribs move with breath. 2 more. Belly button in. Gently let that go. Take your left leg out. You can have your right foot into your groin, or if you're more flexible in the hips and you want more, you can, oh, here we go. You can take that heel back by your butt. There are a few of you that might go for that. Sometimes I think I want to do that and I come into it and it says, no, just today for me. All right, so spread the toes. This is side bend. Take your left palm inside the knee here. Inhale, lift up through the right. Lift chest, and then a nice long arc over to the left. Relax your left ear, left shoulder, or look down. So come back to the breath here. Release the weight of your head. Keep the head down for neck release. So take your right hand, hover off the floor to the right. Palm faces down. Keep breathing. So your right hand's going to be about a foot off the floor, out from the right hip. Inhale, lift chest up. And then exhale, reach out through your right fingertips and relax your neck. So you start letting go of some layers there. Notice where you feel like you need to hold your head up and just let it go a little more. Very deep breath. And then nice and easy, coming into a forward fold over the left leg. You're just going to roll your chest nice and easy with the neck. Put your head down, hands to either side of the left knee. Inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, pull chest forward, come in. Take your breath into your low back. And check in with that spot you're working with today. Send it some extra breath and love and focus. Okay, keep your chin to chest. Use your hands to walk your body up to seated. Just keep your head hanging down and breathing. And take one palm to your forehead. Hold the weight of your head, and then inhale, press the head up. Other side, switch legs, bringing the right leg out, left foot into the groin, or heel to the butt. And it's okay if, on one side, if you're doing heel to the butt, and on the other side it doesn't feel good, you can do it differently. So a lot of times when we have imbalances in the body, we need to work it differently on each side. All right, right palm on the inside of the knee. Inhale, lift up through the left, lift chest. Exhale, long over to the right, and relax the neck. Bring the breath in. Stay in it and feel your breath. Keep breathing, everyone. All right, neck release. Keep the neck relaxed. Bring the left palm to hover off the floor to the left. Take the inhale to lift chest up. And then exhale, relax the neck. Let go of another layer in there. So this is really good. So taking the elbows up here, and then tuck the chin and the spine. 2 more. Just keep softening another layer in your neck. Creating your breath. Nice and easy, fold over that right leg for forward fold. Just rolling chest to the right, put the head down, Hands on either side of the right knee. Take the inhale to pull chest forward. Exhale, draw it down, relax the head down. Deep breath. So one way to work with your knee things to get energy from practicing. Take one more deep breath down into the back and out through the legs. Keep your head down, walk the body up. Once you're up, cradle your head, forehead in your hands, and then inhale, press the head up. Okay, next we'll do some core work, but just watch me first and keep focusing on your breath as I'm sharing this. So this is called elbow to knee. There's this cue that looks like this, and it's called curl the tailbone up. And it's really subtle looking, but it's intense feeling. So it's not so much like rocking your butt up off the floor as it is just reaching your knees more straight up. And then we'll be extending one leg. If you're low back tweaking, instead of taking the leg straight forward, you're going to take the heel up. So that's going to give you support on the floor. And then we'll twist elbows toward the thigh. So it's not actually touching elbow to knee, it's twisting toward the thigh. But that doesn't have quite such a catchy name as elbow to knee. So. Elbow toward the thigh. Okay, come on to your back. Knees up above the hips. And let's see, if anybody's watching and pregnant, I'm going to have you just not bring your head up and just work the legs here. Okay, so full interlace of the fingers. Hammock for your head. Bring the hands behind the head. This is not about poking yourself in the head with your fingertips. So make sure you're holding gently. And then bring the elbows up. So you're going to wrap the shoulders and bring shoulders down away from ears. All right, take a big inhale into your low belly, low back. Nice and soft. Hold the breath. Curl your tailbone up. Exhale, extend the right leg forward, or low back people, you're going to take it straight up. Twist elbows toward the left thigh. And then move low belly down into the floor. Inhale back to center, knees together. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend the left leg. Twist elbows toward right thigh and move belly down into the floor. Inhale back to center. Now if you want to up level, you can keep your head and shoulders up the whole time. Hold the breath, curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend the right leg, twist toward the left. Spread your toes and hug belly down into the floor. Inhale back to center. So be sure you're supporting your head but not yanking on it. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend through the left. Twist toward the right. Light up your feet really brightly and then hug low belly down into low back. We'll do 3 more rounds. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, extend the right leg. Twist to the left. And belly down into the floor. Inhale to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, other side. Straighten the left. Twist to the right. Press here, left. Press, press, press. And then belly down. Nice. Inhale back to center. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, twist. And belly down. Inhale back to center. Curl tailbone up. Nice. Exhale, straighten the left, twist to the right. I think. Belly down. Inhale. Curl tailbone up. Exhale, straighten the right, twist toward the left. So let's move by hugging on the exhale down. Really restorative. Okay. One more round. Inhale. On your own. Oh, I like to see smiles in abs. All right, when you're finished, release your head down, bring the soles of the feet together. turn down to the floor. This is called Sept. It's like a butterfly pose. Hands to your low belly. And balloon a big breath right into your hands. Let it out the mouth. Let's do it again. That feels so good. Big inhale. Woo, there we go. Beautiful. Next pose is called bridge. So bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Keep breathing. And reach your fingertips for your heels so you can touch heels or almost touch them. Palms turn up. Relax your shoulders and your back. So feel your feet connecting to the floor like you're standing up. Like get a nice deep press through the feet. Take a big inhale, spread the back down into the floor. Exhale, press the floor away, lift hips up, come into bridge pose. Deep Ujjayi breath here. Take a huge inhale and reach your chest up toward your chin. Keep it up. Exhale, curl pubic bone toward navel. So that's going to lengthen out the low back and activate the legs. Stay in it and breathe. So you can use your breath to come into a nice trance, actually. To stay with the sensations in your body. Listen to that breath, keep creating it. And that's how you can start to access your breath to get through burning in your legs, maybe any emotion that comes up for you in your practice and your life. Maybe old habits that struggle. You really feel how you can use the strength of your legs to create more space in your body. Get into your feet here. If you use a squeeze, 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 squeeze. More. So let's go 5 more breaths here to get really curious about what your next edge is and use your breath to carry you through. You can take this feel out a little bit now. Squeeze. Squeeze my hands. There. All right, take a huge inhale from your crotch to your throat. Tuck your tailbone and exhale, come all the way down, bone by bone. So just enjoy that journey down. Stretch the back on the floor. And then hug knees into chest. Hug yourself and take a big breath into your back. Out the mouth. Again. Okay, beautiful. Ease onto one side and gently come up to standing at the top of your mat. And breathe as you transition. You don't have to wait for a yoga pose to do yoga breath. This is a yoga pose. It's called mountain. So what makes it different from just when you stand around is to think of mountains being a mountain. Deeply rooted through the feet. Chest, crown, spine rising. You can close your eyes here or just keep your eyes still. Check in with your area. And feel for what are you taking a stand for being here today or watching online with us. Bring that mountain presence into this intention. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Coming into half sun salutations. Hug your low belly in. Bend your knees. Exhale, fold forward. Nice and easy. Let your head go at the bottom. Halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or the floor if you're more experienced. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, soften back into forward fold. And you can bend your knees every time if you like. I like to. Inhale, rise up. So press down into the floor to lift, lift, lift. Bring palms together. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold in. So if you have low back stuff or sciatica, do bend your knees every time. Inhale, halfway lift. So flat back, stretch out the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Stretch up. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, melt. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keep going. Two more rounds. Moving, breathing, and thinking in a way that makes this such a good idea to be doing it right now. That's you creating your practice and taking responsibility for your experience. So it's like if you're running, like, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not good at yoga. It's like, does that thought feel good? Is it helping? Probably not. It could be more like, I'm doing this. I'm working it out. Hands to heart, standing in mountain. Put your hands on your spot if you can reach it. If not, just put your hands on your body, close your eyes. Feel your body and breathe. There's, I think, a pipe that's making a sound. The Ujjayi breath. Somebody has got some Moroccan Ujjayi breath. Mine is like that sometimes. You're like, what is that? Okay, now we're going into sun salutations A. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Put your hands down and step left foot back for a lunge and knee down. So you're gonna put that left knee down, and we're taking this round nice and slow. So breathe as you set it up. If you have sensitive knees, I recommend padding it up. So what you can do is maybe you have something to pad up, like a towel or a pad, or you can flip your mat over on that side. And then another thing for your knees, you want to shift forward to the meaty part muscles. Okay, so take a breath here. So if you're feeling it, you can come on, hands to thigh, start to come up. And you're working toward hips being square, so draw back on that right hip, your forward hip, and breathe. Tuck the tailbone, so you're going to send the tailbone down toward the floor, like imagine you have an anchor on your tail, and that's going to help out low back. If you like, raise the arms. So you can be hands down, hands to thigh, or hands up. Down, flip, or if you have a pad there, you're going to unflip mat or remove the padding, and then step back to high plank, high push-up position. Keep breathing. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Your edge may be to have the knees down. So if that's you, you're just going to set the knees down gently, but your butt's going to be down. So it's not like you're on hands and knees in a tabletop. You're going to bring the body down into that plank shape. So if that's your edge, have your knees down. Otherwise, knees are up. Breath. Heels are high above the balls of the toes. Make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. And if your wrists hurt here, get a little press, extra press in the fingertips. Okay, we're gonna do lion's breath. This is where you stick out your tongue and exhale powerfully. You can roar too if you want. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Breathe down gently. Take a big inhale. Pull chest forward, come all the way down. Yeah. So here's a low back adjustment. Every time you're under, tuck the left toes under. Breathe. Reach the heels straight back, so you'll feel that leg get longer, and then you put it down. And then other side, tuck the right toes under, reach the heels straight back, and put the foot down. This next pose is called serpentine cobra. So you're going to bring your arms into a cactus position or a goalpost, and then fingertips are down, elbows are up, lift the chest. And then you just freestyle and roll through it. So you can roll shoulders, you can look over one shoulder and then the other. Breathe and gently roll out your back. Roll out your neck. If you have a shoulder tweak or a neck tweak, just be really gentle around that one. Don't force it, don't snap it or fling it. Move with a gentle curiosity and deep breath. Come back to center and lower down. Inhale, bring hands underneath shoulders. Next pose is downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under. You can go through hands and knees or just lift on back. Reconnect with your Ujjayi breath that dropped off, if it dropped off here. You can work your little out from now on. So I was just telling Rena, there's an up level of down dog called turbo dog. So if you're a more advanced practitioner, you could give that a try. You bend your elbows and squeeze them in, but they're gonna hover off the floor. Again, you can definitely do it, Brianna. Release the weight of your head, just let your neck soften. Yeah, so soft. All right, we're going into our next pose, which is going to be left foot forward for lunge with the knee down, other side. So when you go, if your foot doesn't quite make it, grab your ankle and help it up the rest of the way. And then put the right knee down, breathe. And tune in here if you notice any differences on this side. Take care of your knee there, your knee that's down. If you need to pat it up, work that out for yourself. You can always flip the mat over. Shift forward of the right kneecap. Focus your breath. come up to the that was a good lunge forward there, Kathy. And then lift up out of low back. So even as you stay deep in the legs, you're telescoping the ribs up, tail down. Deep breath. Arms if you like. When your arms are up, drink in the power of this shape. So really moving your breath through this is such a powerful somatic position to have your arms up like this. Inhale, reach ribs up. Bring the hands down. If you've got something under it. And then we're stepping forward, fold. So you're going to bring the back foot up. Feet hip width distance. Bring pinkies into elbows and hang your head. And let's go 3 exhales out the mouth. Just dump whatever you can let go right now. You can always take lions if you like. Or raspberry lips are my favorite. Yeah. Bend your knees, release the arms, and inhale, roll up to stand. Mountain pose. Take a moment to feel your presence. So now we'll be flowing through a sequence very similar to that. So we'll be going faster. Go at your own pace. If I'm going too fast or too slow for you, you're welcome to adjust for you. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Hug low belly in. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down, step right foot back for lunge with the knee down. So if you're patting up your knee, you start to just get good at getting the pad under there and taking it out. Ease up if you like. Hands down, step back, high plank. So knee people, you're just gonna remove or unflip, step back, lower the knees, pull chest forward, come all the way down. So this pose is low cobra. Bring your hands out about 12 inches in front of your shoulders. Keep breathing. And elbows are gonna squeeze in and hover off the floor. Deep breath. Pull the floor toward you to drag ribs forward. Take one more, spread the ribs. Exhale, pull the floor to come down. Inhale, hands underneath shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Wrap your shoulder blades toward your armpits. Connect with your spot. Inhale, step right foot forward between the hands for lunge with the knee down. So remember, if you don't quite make it with the foot, grab the ankle, help it up. Get your knee down in a good way, and then come up if you like, when you're ready. Anchors. Hands down, step into forward fold. Stepping the back foot up, release the head. Inhale, rise up, press the floor, way to lift up. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot back, lunge and knee down. You people keep taking care of your knees. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands down, step back to high plank, high push-up. Lower all the way down for low cobra. Hands out in front of you. Inhale, pull chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel your core muscles to lift you back. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge and down. You people, keep taking care of knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold, step the back foot up. Release the head. Inhale, stand up. Apart. We'll do one more round. Inhale. Exhale, fold. You may notice you're starting to feel warmer now. Right foot back, lunge knee down. So we do these to build the heat in the body for a safe yoga practice. Hands down, step back, high plank. Lower down, you can do low cobra again, or you can do cobra pose. Hands are under the shoulders for regular cobra, and then lift the chest. Squeeze elbows back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge knee down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, pause. You close your eyes and keep breathing like you're still going through those suns. Feel the heat in your body, your heartbeat. Come into chair pose. So you're gonna sit down. You can even touch down if you like. Get nice and deep. Make sure your feet are parallel, and then float arms up. Have your hands on your body. So if you need support, you know, you may your back to help your tailbone go down, or sometimes I just hold my chest and my belly just to see. You feel steady, close your eyes. And take a scan through your back. So I find a lot of times something will start to get grabby in the back in this pose. So start to aim your breath right at wherever it feels grabby or tight. Experiencing the power of your breath. Stay with it. Let's take two more right into where you need it. Inhale, stand up. Feels so good. Little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, belly in. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Put your hands down, step back to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You can always use those open mouth exhales to move any sticky energy. Okay, step left foot between the hands for warrior one stance. If that foot doesn't make it, grab the ankle, help it up. Keep the hands down to set up. So you're going to step your right foot out a little bit so that your feet are hip width distance, and put the whole foot down. So the back foot is going to be pointing forward about 45 degrees. So toes forward a little bit more, Kara. There you go. All right, and then ease on up. Both feet are down completely in this pose. So you're going to need to adjust your back foot so you can get the foot down. Hips are square, so you're going to draw back on that left hip. Right hip comes forward. And you can use your hands. Tuck your tailbone. So it's not about scooping the tail under, but more just laying it down on the floor. Hands on your body or up. And then Kathy, bend your front knee so it comes right over your ankle. More. Lunge forward. There you go. So we were in body and tree earlier. This is warrior. That peaceful warrior, courageous, masculine, generous, protection. Brain cradling, one of my favorites. Interlace fingers. Bring them behind your head. Thumbs reach down the neck, and then squeeze elbows in a little bit. Stretch shoulders down. Keep breathing and stay connected to your feet here. Inhale, lift chest up, reach elbows up. Hug your belly in. Exhale, press your head back to open up the chest. And then just hold the weight of your head. Really cradle your brain. Stay in it and breathe. Feel. Stay connected. Some roots down into the planet. And then ease on that for easy twisting warrior. Down to the floor or to a block. And would anybody here like a block? I can always deliver. Block. Anybody else? Draw back on your left sit bone. Or the and then you're going to turn your chest toward the left. So options are you can keep your hand on your hip there, or you can open up wings. Very deep breath. Yeah, you've got the right idea, Gabriel. Step your back foot up a little bit more so you can keep the foot down. So come back to that Ujjayi breath. And let's go on with a little tuck in your chin. Okay, bring both hands down. Step back to high plank, high push-up position. Lower all the way down to the floor. Or a boat. So you can do that low back adjustment here where you tuck toes under and reach heels back. Lengthen out the low back. Options are you can interlace fingers, or strap if your shoulders are tight, or you can just fly your arms back like wings. On an inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, reach the chest forward. Get into your breath. Root pubic bone down into the floor. If you like, you can float the legs. If you lift up your legs and your low back starts to get tweaky, just put the legs down and reach the feet back on the floor. And then for you, a little more of a tuck in. Yeah, and you tuck your chin too. And reach forward through your crown from here. Soften down to the floor, bring your arms to your sides. Relax down, take a big inhale into. Exhale, let it go. Flip your side. Inhale, balloon your breath. And let it go. Inhale, hands underneath shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. So Rena and Brianna, keep working your turbo dogs. Bend your elbows, cover them off the floor. Yeah, we always got to keep working our edges. And Gabriel, you're just taking that into a push-up. That's boss. So you're going to bring your butt up and back, down dog, and then if you're going to work turbo dog, arms, just put your head down. Okay, right foot forward, warrior one. So the way to have smooth transitions is to keep doing that Ujjayi breath. Stepping that left foot out to the left a little bit, so your feet are like you're standing on train tracks, the width of your hips. Back foot is pointing forward, about 45 degrees. Breathe as you come on up, hands to the back. Square your hips off. Hands are really helpful for your own practice. Maybe lengthen the tail down. I don't think you need to do that, Kathy. You don't need to tuck your tailbone. So if you tend to have like a pretty flat low back, then tucking the tail is not your work. You actually would want to, for people like you, stick your butt out a little bit. Work it. What?
I get that from my instructor too.
Yeah, in fitness. Yeah. Warrior. Oh, there's so much going on in the world right now. I know, like for all of us. We gotta take the time to drink in this pose. That warrior heart it takes for all those things we're creating and releasing. Speaking of releasing, let's cradle our brain. So interlace fingers. Let's go non-habitual clasp this time. So you're going to put the other index finger on top, and you'll know you have it because it feels really strange. Hands behind the head. Thumbs down the neck. Squeeze elbows in. Deepen your feet here. Inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, press your head back. So you don't need to go extreme on this. Just press your head back enough so that you can start to hold your head, start to cradle your brain. And it is a recalibration here because, you know, we're actually like trying to hold ourselves up. So this is you creating the experience of using your legs and your core and just cradle your brain. Easy twisting warrior, come on up. Bring the left hand down to the floor or to a block. And hey, if you don't have a block, you can improvise. I've used jars a lot of times because I'm like drinking out of jars. It's my yoga moonshine or whatever. Just kidding. All right, open the chest up to the right. So here you may find again that habit of holding yourself up by your neck. You don't have to hold your head up here. Just put it down, let your neck release. Stay with your ujjayi breathing. Breathe again. Hands down, step back, high plank, high push-up. We're gonna hold a different kind of breath. This one is called moon breath, and it's like you're just gonna purse your lips and blow out like you're cooling off a hot baby. So sweet and smooth. Notice how this feels in your body, this quality of breath. Inhale. Even as knees down gently, come all the way down. Do your low back adjustment. So just, and then ease the chest down. So keep reaching sit bones back into your fingers as you press fingers into sit bones. You can let your head go. Spread your breath across your collarbones. If you like, float the feet and press to the balls of the big toes. Last breath, make it big. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, hands underneath shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Wrap shoulder blades toward armpits. More advanced people, work a turbo dog, bending the elbows, covering them off the floor, so squeeze elbows in. And then look up between the hands. Inhale, step or jump up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit down, arm up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, palms to heart. Come into horse stance. You're gonna take your feet wide. You guys go ahead and turn on, I'm just working on the camera. I can turn the camera. Okay, turn to face the windows. In it out for the first time. What?
The live tweet.
Your live tweet?
Yeah, me doing it.
Thank you. I hate tweeting. One covering it. Okay, so horse stance. Heels are in, toes are out. Breathe. And then you want to make sure that your leg bones are pointing the same direction as your feet. So especially like ballerinas and ballerinos sometimes will overturn. Or if you have stuff going on with your knees, that's the projection. Make sure feet are the same direction as knees. Back traction, you're going to bring your heels of your palms right into the crease of the hips. Straighten the arms. So really go for it, straighten the arms. So shoulders can come up here, it's all right. And then turn bend your knees more. And point that right foot forward more. So just get a little slide side to side and take some deep breaths into your back. So the thing is like a lot of times we don't feel like straightening the arms or feel like they're too long or whatever, but that's actually the magic here. When you go for it, come up, you can start to access a stretch in your spine. And then maybe one day you can even traction your spine like the way, which is how I do it. My back actually will pop. This next thing is called Uli. So the way it goes is we'll take a huge inhale and then exhale all the breath out the mouth until we're empty and pull belly up and in. Don't do this if you're pregnant. Postpartum is really good. Take a big inhale. Exhale, get empty. Belly up and in with no breath. Inhale. We'll do it again. Exhale again. Belly soft. One more. Get it all out. Keep it out. So do not inhale. Keep it out. Belly up. Belly soft. And gentle. Low feet. Bring the arms up. You can shimmer. Run your breath deep through you. So this is another super powerful somatic pose. Like when you're really in a funk and all you want to do is curl up in a ball, do this anyway. Take some big breaths and it will totally shift your world. stretch the arms out. And then we're gonna windmill the hands down, either side of the front foot, step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath. Next pose is warrior two. Step your left foot between your hands. And this is a pretty wide stance, and actually now I'm turning this back. Back foot is going to come to standing, this time parallel to the back edge of the mat. And then when you stand up, you're facing the side here where I am with the windows. Bend that front knee so that it comes right above your ankle, shorten your stance up a little bit. So you can bring your knee above your ankle and then give it a little reach out towards the pinky toe. And then Kathy, you take your back foot back about 6 inches. So if your front knee is going over, then you're going to need a wider stance. If you can't get your knee over there, then you're going to need a shorter stance. So feel, where is it that you can support this pose from, and where can you just soften, like your jaw and your eyeballs? You ever catch yourself just like burying a laser beam hole in something with your eyes? Take a deep breath into your legs and your core. Reverse warrior, flip the left palm up. So for a low back decompression, you can take your right hand to your hip, press into it to get the effects, and then we'll open up the side body. And again, just relax the neck. You can go ear to shoulder or look down at your back foot. Stay in the breath. And then let's see again, deep breath. If you get any shakiness coming into your legs, that's usually release, so stay with it and breathe. And it might come with feelings like fear or sadness. That's totally normal. Part of what I cultivate in my practice and what I teach is to get really excited. Because it's like, it's working. All right, ease on up for extended warrior variation. So bring the left arm to left thigh, like a shelf. Right arm comes around behind you, and you can hook into your pants. You can just grab your pants, or your shirt, or your thigh if that's available. Scoop your left sit bone underneath you. Press up. On an exhale, take a little bit of a lean back in your upper back and relax your neck. Stay with the breath. Very deep. And then nice and easy, release the hands down. Back downward facing dog. Great, shift into high plank, high push-up position. And now back bend of your choice this time, so you could do low cobra or cobra. Some of you go upward facing dog. For that one, you come down into chaturanga, keep the thighs lifted. And this is a pretty advanced back bend, so if it hurts, please go back to cobras. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Connect with your spot. Notice how it may be shifting, or maybe giving you any information. Let your head go. On the inhale, step the right foot up between the hands for warrior two stance. need to take a rest, another warrior pose. Come on here. And it's a good way to explore it and find your medicine. Like, ooh, feels good in my shoulder. Reverse warrior. Flip the right palm. Option to decompress in the low back. Press the left hand into the hip. Otherwise, you can just have the hand trailing down the leg. Don't put any pressure on the knee though. Ear to shoulder or look at your back foot. Breath. And you see more. Yeah. Extended warrior variation, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm hooks around. Grab something, clothing or your thigh if it's available. It really doesn't matter, it's just whatever you can reach. Then tuck the tailbone under a little bit. Inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, lean back and relax your neck. Deep breath. Gently put your hands down, step back, downward facing dog. And then ease on down to the knees for child's pose. Take your knees wider than hips. Sit back all the way on the heels, or if it's hard for you to get back on the heels, you can always sit on a block or a blanket or a pillow if you're at home. Feel and breathe. Okay, ease on up. And we'll do one little balancing thing and then we'll wind all the way down and wrap up class, right? So come on up to standing. Retreat pose. That may help your balance to be on a hard surface. So if you're on your yoga mat and you're working on balance, it might help to just step off of it. It may make no difference to you. Shift weight into your left foot. And just start getting into that tree vibe. So your roots down into the planet, feeling that in your trunk. Options for tree are, if you're feeling really wobbly, you can just do a little kickstand here. Just putting the toes down. You could also put a block down and put your foot on a block. More is to bring the foot to the calf. Keep breathing. Deeper, skip over the knee, and you could bring the foot to the inner thigh, or you could even do a half lotus. So again, it doesn't matter what you do as long as it's a good edge for you. So that very well may be a little kickstand. So let's start with hands on the body. And if you're in half lotus, you might need to keep one hand on your foot. And start to source that strength of the roots to start to rise you up. For balance, keeping your eyes still helps. It's called a drishti. So you just gaze at a point that's not moving. And you can let your arms evolve if you like. You could put them somewhere else on your body. You could bring them out as your goddess arms here. Up. Just take in that beauty of tree with such patience, the way they grow and they breathe through every cell. Strong and flexible in the wind. Nice and easy release. Bring your feet hip width. Let's do a little hippie swirl here. Just let your arms move. Release. And other side. Rooting down into your right foot. And it could be different on this side. So if maybe you did a half lotus on the other side, you're going to do a kickstand on this side. And just check it out, or you can let it evolve too. Sometimes I'll start out here and then I end up leveling or down leveling, depending on what I'm feeling. So eyes still helps with balance. Breath moving gently. And up taking that wisdom of tree. A few more. Tune into your spot. Nice and easy. Come on out. Get your wiggle, wiggle. Come all the way down to your back for happy baby. We all know this pose. It's what babies do. They just grab their feet and they rock around. And so don't overthink it. You probably already know how to do it. But generally this is what it is that your heels are above your knees and your knees are reaching down to the floor on the sides of the body. But you can freestyle it, you can move, you can play with straightening one leg and then the other. Whatever you do, breathe deeply. And hey, if you're really straining to grab the soles of your feet, I'd rather you just have your head and shoulders down and you can hold your ankles or even the backs of your legs. Gabriel, lengthen your neck down on the floor. So we'll tuck up the chin. So you reach your neck toward the floor and relax your upper back. I had to become a yoga teacher so I'd have license to make freaky noises in yoga and give other people permission to do it because it's just so therapeutic, I find. So yeah, just let those sighs come out, and especially like if you're at home, why not? You're at your own house. But here, I hold fierce space for people to have their own freaky experience. So whatever comes up, it's all good. All right, spinal twist. Release your legs, feet to the floor. Pick up your hips and scoot them a little bit to the right of your center line. And remember the breath. Do it now. Draw knees up toward the chest. Bring your arms back into the floor. So as we come over into twist, press your arms down. This protects your back as you come over. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bringing the knees all the way to the floor on the left. And you can just let that right shoulder come up if it wants to get the knees down. And keep working your breath here. Right between your backbones, you can expand your inhales. And just let your back relax and one. And then one knee at a time, come back to center. Feet to the floor, hips to the center, and then hips over to the left. Keep breathing. Knees up, arms back. Exhale as you come on into it. Knees all the way to the floor on the right. There's this question like, what does it mean to listen to your body? Sometimes it's really literal, like it has sounds and you're just not letting them come out. But if you let them come out, it's like, oh, that sounded like body liked it. Or that sounded like body didn't like it. Or maybe mind is just like clamping down on the body and it's like, let me go. Yeah. All right, this is what we've all been waiting for. It's final resting pose time. So it's called Shavasana. Come on to your back and get comfortable to rest. And this is the time that you integrate all the benefits of your practice. All the benefits of attending this class, however you attended it, online or in person. Ooh, let's take some community sighs to drop in. So take a big inhale. Two more. Notice the effects of that in your body. This is what I love about practicing in community is that like when one of us has a release, it ripples out to the rest of us. And that goes for people who are online too. Like we really do have a connection through the ether with people that we connect with intention. So relax the weight of your body. Just give it all up to gravity. Let yourself be held by the planet. Receive that support. And you can let your breath just go natural now. Every now and then I have a Shavasana where I want to do powerful, deep Ujjayi breathing the whole time. So if that's going on for you, you can keep going with it. But otherwise, you just let it happen. Just release all effort. The integration has to do with body knowing how to heal. So this is that, just like I surrender to your body to heal yourself up. I'll just get out of the way. And that's like when spirit gets to come in. Just let those layers relax in their own time. This is what we're here for, is just this unfurling of the path. So we really, as much as we think we want it all to happen at once, that would be really boring and probably painful. So just keep meeting yourself where you are, meeting yourself where you are. That's the progression. I have a song to share. It's from one of my teachers. Her name is Shanoa Igawa. And this is about just, the song says, "May all people walk in beauty." I think it's just maybe the most beautiful prayer I've ever heard. You just imagine yourself on your path walking in beauty and wanting that for everybody. And as you do your work in beauty on your path, ripples out to others, inspires others, mirrors others for them to be in that beauty way. Your people walk in beauty. Your people walk in beauty. Away, 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 hey, all people walking away, away, away. Begin to deepen your breath. You know, in shamanic studies, they say spirit comes in on the breath, so you can feel that animating force, like literally moving you as you expand breath into belly, and belly rises. And let it go, and belly softens. And then wiggle fingers and toes, and this is just like gratitude. Thank you, body. I'm so grateful to be able to wiggle fingers and toes, to have fingers and toes. And then ease over onto your left side. It's nice and easy. Get comfortable there. So maybe slide the arm up like a pillow if that feels good. One of my birth teachers has identified these phases of birth, and I love them. She calls them it's the holistic stages of birth, and one of them is my favorite. It's called the return, and it's that a lot of times when women give birth, if there's no complications and nobody's like grabbing the baby and giving it to her, a lot of times she puts it down and she just is like, whoa, I just gave birth. And that's what this is. This is the return. It's that moment when you're just like, oh, I just had this experience, and you just be. You just take in the effects, the gifts of it, of you. So to come up, this is a reprogramming, the way I'm going to coach you through coming up. You're going to keep your head heavy, as if you have no neck muscles in your neck. It's just going to hang to the side like lollygag or chin to chest. Use your arms to help your body up to seated. And just keep your head down the whole time. So come on up and breathe as you come up. Once you're seated, go ahead and cradle your head. So palm to your cheek or to your forehead if your chin is forward, your head's hanging forward. Just really hold your head. So you're going to use your arm strength to literally hold the weight of your head. Feel that weight. And use your arm strength. Press your head up. That might feel so weird when you first start doing it, and people are like, "What? I know how to bring my head up," but it's like to really, learn how to relax your neck, and it's a very sweet thing to do for yourself. All right, bring your palms to your chest, facing in, so you're holding your heart. And then put your hands on your spot. If it's different than your heart, then you're going to be moving your hands. And just notice any shifts, any differences, and whatever they are, no judgment. Take it as a win. Good job. That's all being good at yoga is. This is breathing and feeling and noticing the changes. All right, palms together, thumbs to your sternum, little bow down to your heart. We close by saying the Sanskrit word, which is namaste, and it means the light in me sees and honors the light in you. So notice that you say me first, my light. Recognize yourself, and then the other, that deep gratitude, and then you can bow as deeply as you feel called to. All right, take a big inhale. Namaste. Namaste. Be gentle with yourself today. Thank you so much for coming to this first one like this. And I want to thank Kara. She's over here. She's the owner of Arthur Murray. And for having us and for being here with us. And each of you. Any questions? And this is going to be pop-up yoga here. So it's actually going to be on Wednesday mornings at 9. And they're broadcasted online, so there's kind of two parts. There's the pop-up yoga in person is here. And then, and that's $15 drop-in or $10 if you're a yoga club member. And the yoga club is the online part. So you can watch the recording of this anytime that works for you. And then we have an online community going too. So really juicy online community. And I'm here to support you. So take care. Big old blessings, drink plenty of water. Your life depends on it. All right. Good job. That's great. Yay, thanks for coming. I love how I've got you two advanced yogis in the front row, and I can still see you getting your practice in, even with it's not like an advanced class, but.
I didn't want to be up there in the front row with those gals, man. That was.
You're amazing.
That's why I started back there. I ended up moving up anyway. Oh, that was great.
Thanks, everyone. Big love. Connect with me on Facebook if you have any questions. I know we didn't get our chat going. So figuring it all out. Ooh, got some goofy folks here. Big love. Thank you so much for being here.